who is entitled to living in a shared household as per section 917, and what were the issues involved?
So basically, as we just heard section 19, so just to reiterate that section in short, it would be that if the magistrate is satisfied that domestic violence has occurred, then the magistrate may pass a residence order restraining the respondent from disturbing the possession of the aggrieved person. Now let us apply this definition in this factual scenario of the case. Now what happened was, this couple, after having their children in the UK and coming back to their hometown in UP, they were staying in a bungalow inside the company premises. And at that time, that person was one of the active directors in the company also. Later on, 10 to 12 years later, he had a divorce from this lady, and when she made a complaint under the DB Act, she got the residence order in her favor that she will continue to reside in those premises. Alright. She will continue to reside in those premises. Now what happened was, he started challenging this order. Firstly, I think in an appeal there only, and then in a revision in the High Court. So he had serious problem with her staying there. Now why? Firstly, she had her two daughters who were staying with her. Secondly, she was safe in that zone. Like, the staff was there was no unruly activities or miscreants there. So she was safe in that environment. And she wanted to stick to those premises because she felt safe, and the daughters were accustomed to that. They had grown up in that house. What he said, he resigned from his directorship. And he said, now since I'm not a director in the company, you cannot stay here in this house, and then you need to go out. And he also started offering her a 3 BHK house anywhere in that hometown. Now we understood, although we were representing him back then, but I think for such reasons only God took that case away, and for right reasons. So the problem that she was not accepting this offer because her girls had grew up there. उनका बचपन वहाँ बीता था, and उनको safe feel होता था उस घर में. अब question for research क्या आया कि can she stay there even after the divorce or can she not? And this being the company residence, ये भी दो issues थे. एक तो वो company residence है और एक उनका divorce हो चुका. Now again going back to section 19, the only and only condition is that a woman need to be a victim of domestic violence, and she should have been in a marital relationship. That is all, right? अब वो actually में उस घर में रही कि नहीं रही, तो अब shared household is also defined as constructive household. तो भले ही ये कंपनी की premises हो, but जब वो उस घर में रही तो वो एक marital relationship में थी. That is enough for the magistrate to grant the residence order in her favor. So I think that God's grace, she won till High Court, and now she is also winning in the Supreme Court, and I think she continues to live in that residence. But the major point for law students and for all of us also is that only and only marital relationship plus domestic violence is necessary for a person to continue to remain in that household.
I'll just add two things to it. आप अपने एक्ट्स में देखिए डोमेस्टिक रिलेशनशिप कैसे डिफाइंड है, प्लीज 2F देख लें. 2F देख लें and it will help you all. When we come to 2F, how the phrase domestic relationship is defined. It means a relationship between two persons. आपके पास नहीं, who doesn't have DV Act है? DV Act है? You don't have DV Act. DV Act आपके पास है? नहीं, I think we have some extra Bail Acts also. We have one extra. जिसके पास नहीं है, they can carry it with them. ये रख लें आप. I mean, the only thing I can give to you is Bail Acts. Okay. Shared experiences. अब who will Arnav, Ashwin, who will read domestic relationship?
Domestic relationship means a relationship between two persons who live or have at any point of time lived together in a shared household when they are related by consanguinity Marriage.
Just what is meant by consanguinity? Just Google consanguinity, Merriam-Webster or any dictionary, and tell us what is meant by consanguinity.
So blood relationship.
Yes. Okay, so consanguinity is clear कि या वो related हो. Then second,
Marriage.
marriage is clear. आप वहाँ पे रह रहे थे, या तो being related by blood relationship है या marriage. Then
Or through a relationship in the nature of marriage.
so ये जो तीसरा phrase है, yes, so can you explain it could be in a nature of marriage. All right, it can be in a nature of marriage. Clear? क्या होता है, हम लोग we are doing a case. You remember this case from Gonda Balrampur जिसमें the lady is probably 65 or 70 years of age, 4 daughters. Husband is saying हमें शादी कभी नहीं हुई थी, and the matter he is fighting till High Court. You have 4 daughters, you have married, it's an interreligious marriage, but now all your life you have been fighting on the ground that we were never related. So will this phrase come to her aid? अगर नहीं भी आप साबित कर पा रहे हैं शादी, will this come to your aid or not? It will come
Yes.
to your aid. Then next,
Adoption, or are family members living together as a joint
so
family.
is it clear? It's a wide canvas domestic relationship. ठीक है?
I just wanted to add something
Yes, yes,
कि
yes.
मतलब हमें ऐसा लगता है डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस एक्ट से कि ये सिर्फ उनके ऊपर ही एप्लीकेबल है जिनकी शादी हो चुकी है. ये जैसे सर ने अभी बताया कि जो लिव इन रिलेशनशिप में रह रहे हैं, बट ये ऑल्सो पेरेंट्स पे भी एप्लीकेबल है क्योंकि हम उनके साथ भी डोमेस्टिक रिलेशनशिप में रह रहे हैं, हम उनके साथ भी शेयर्ड हाउस होल्ड कर रहे हैं. तो ये अगर पेरेंट्स भी अगर अपने बच्चों के ऊपर किसी तरीके का वायलेंस कर रहे हैं, किसी तरीके का अब्यूज कर रहे हैं, तो वो भी इसमें जाकर के एप्लीकेशन दे सकते हैं. इट्स नॉट ओनली हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ.
ठीक है, अब 2 definitions और देख लें, and somebody from Ali may help us out. ठीक है, मतलब I want them to hear you more than me. आप शेयर्ड हाउस होल्ड का डेफिनेशन बताएं और इस वक्त लीगल पोजीशन क्या है शेयर्ड हाउस होल्ड की. समबडी फ्रॉम आली कैन डू दैट, एंड देन रेस्पोंडेंट और शेयर्ड, यू नीड, यू कैन हैव दिस.
Just take it.
जस्ट प्लीज सी 2s and 2q. पहले 2s आप समझिए कि शेयर्ड हाउस होल्ड क्या होता है.
Shared household means a household where the person agreed, lives, or at any stage has lived in a domestic relationship, either singly or along with the respondent, and includes such a household with the owned or tenant either jointly by the agreed person and the respondent, or owned or tenanted by either of them, in respect of which either the agreed person or the respondent or both jointly or singly have any right, title, interest,